Good morning, everyone. Morning. My name is Nikhil Sontake, and on behalf of the Indian PostgreSQL user group, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you to PGConf India 2026. This is the intro that I do every time, and I always like to talk about what's happening with Postgres in the media, right? So databases typically have been looked at as these very boring, monolithic, ancient products. But I think Postgres is changing that trend, and I went a little Gen Z. I hope they use this term cult favorite. I don't know. I hope they do. And that's the favoritism is reflected by the dominance that Postgres seems to have in developer surveys, right? I mean, this is a pretty large market share, 55+%. And if you compare to the second leading database, the gap continues to widen every year. And I like this quote, right? Even developers, those are not using the database, wish they were, right? So, that's how we are winning the hearts and minds of the developer community. And I think we are a favorite DB Engines DBMS of the Year winner multiple times. And I think it's pretty interesting, you have these large corporates with trillions of dollars, and this open source database is holding itself firmly and doing better every year. So yeah, Postgres is the open source champion. And I'd like to believe that PGConf India has played a little bit of a role in making the Indian ecosystem and the Indian developer community like Postgres. Would like to believe that. And we first tested the waters in 2013. We said, let's do a half-day PG day and let's see the response. And once we got a little bit more confidence, we shifted to a full one-day conference in Hyderabad in 2015. And after that, there's been no looking back. For the past many years, we've been doing this full 3-day conference. The first day is the training, and then 2 days of talks and sessions. Obviously, we had a lull during the COVID period, but otherwise, we've been pretty regular every year. And the reason for doing this, I mean, we get asked this a lot. Even in yesterday's dinner, people ask, why do you guys do it? So myself, Pavan Devalsi, and Ashish Mehra, right? We started this. And we have made our careers around Postgres. We have prospered via our careers around Postgres. And so the simple theme was to pay it forward, make it accessible, make the community in India grow around Postgres. And that's the very basic reason that's why we do it. We continue to grow from strength to strength. Even this year, we had to stop at 575 or odd registrations. We tend to run out of space every couple of years. So we'll have to see, what should we do about this next year. And we're always happy to see this, representation from the entire global tech landscape. 20+ countries, many cities from these countries, and hundreds plus organizations. So we are very happy with the tech representation that we get at the conference. Hurry, I think we can hurry. We can tell them to stop the bells. It's distracting. And obviously, none of this would have been possible, couldn't have been possible without the support of the sponsors. So a huge thanks to our diamond sponsors for this year: AWS, EDB, Google Cloud, and Microsoft. Heartfelt thanks to our platinum sponsors as well. This year we have ClickHouse, Hexacluster, IITM Pravartak, and New Global. the love continues with our gold sponsors. Our gold sponsors this year are Ivan, Fujitsu, Percona, PostgreSQL, and ProxySQL. And thanks to our evening reception sponsors, we're going to get a chance to meet tonight. I'll share the details of our networking dinner. So thanks to our evening reception sponsors, Nutanix and Yugabyte DB. And this is quite a slide full, right? I mean, this year we have had record number of sponsors. We have a total of 15 sponsors this year. So thank you so much for all the support and appreciation. Getting on to the nitty-gritties, we are going to have 4 parallel tracks happening. So this is Grand Ballroom 1. After the keynote, we will be breaking it down into Ballroom 1 and 2. If you're coming from the stage, if you go to the end of the hall and to the left, there you have Jupiter. And again, if you're coming from the stage to the right, you have Neptune. As always, a request to our speakers to be mindful of the duration of their talks. And again, a special request to the audience to rush into their sessions the moment they hear the bell, right? We don't want the bell to ring for 2 minutes, right? So please, whenever you hear the bell, just please rush into your specific sessions. And this is something that we have tried this year. We try to continue to try to make our conference operationally better. And we are very proud to launch this new and improved website, which is hosted at live.pgconf.in. Special thanks to Pawan Devalsi and his little sidekick, small Claude friend. Both of them were able to build this site in quick time. We thought we'll launch it next year, but dog fooding is like the best way. And this is an open source conference, right? So we were like, people will be a little lenient if they see any issues. So please try out this website. It has a lot of features. You can create your own schedule. Now there's no need for a forget password link. A magic link gets sent to your email, and you can log in using that. We hope the check-in process was easier for everybody. So we'd like to know your feedback about that. And yeah, so there are a lot of features, and we'd request you to take a look at the website and give us feedback. This year, even the lightning talks are happening online. So the links are live on the website. Please submit your lightning talks, and others, they can upvote any talks that they like. So please do that, and we'll use a combination of factors to decide the sequencing of the lightning talks as well. We're trying something new this year. It's pretty common in the other conferences. I think elsewhere it is called as unconference also. So we are trying to hold a BOF session tomorrow morning. So what is a birds of a feather session, right? So basically, it's like a gathering of a small group of people with some shared interest. It is not a formal slides and a formal talk kind of a thing. Everybody in the room is a participant. You decide, you submit a topic. Again, like the lightning talks, it will be upvoted. And if there's interest, we'll do the BOF sessions tomorrow morning. And yeah, there will be a moderator so that we don't have a riot happening there. So yeah, please give it a try, and we'll see how that goes. And obviously, I mentioned about our sponsors, right? So we have a conference dinner tonight at District 6. It is a stone's throw away from here. It's actually in this same building. So when you exit the hotel, take a right and again a right. You will see it on the back side of the building. And as always, we have the popular lucky draw happening. So visit all the booths, get all the stamps from them, and we'll be doing the lucky draw after the closing notes tomorrow evening. So this is about the intro, and now I'm very, very happy and privileged to introduce distinguished keynote speaker. You know, his roster is so chock-a-block with accomplishments. I only took a few of them. So our speaker has earned his BTech from IIT Madras and MS and PhD from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. He's held a lot of important academic posts, and currently he's the co-chair of SIGMOD 2026. I believe it's happening in India this year, so it's a huge thing. Our keynote speaker is the recipient of global accolades and awards. He was the recipient of the Infosys Prize for Engineering and also the recipient of Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize. And he is a fellow of the ACM and IEEE.